gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Are you guys doing good? Yeah. Oh, very good, very excited. My name is Ross and I'm going to be a comedian for the next 5 minutes. Now, usually before I start my set, I have to clarify something because I know none of you are listening to what I'm saying. Isn't it? You're all looking up here. You're all wondering, isn't it? You're all wondering whether my spectacles is real or fake. Let me just confirm this is real spectacles, absolutely real, 100% real. You can't find more real spectacles than this. But I don't want you to get distracted by the spectacles, so I'll just keep it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, usually when a comedian comes up on stage, they're going to share their observations about life with you guys. I want to reverse the roles a little bit. I want you as the audience to share your observations about life in Malaysia with me. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to call out a racial category, Chinese, Indian or Malay, and wherever you are, I want you to shout out stereotypes about that category. Can you guys do that? Yeah, it's a comedy show. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, if anything, KLPAC will get in trouble, not you. Alright, so let's start with the Chinese. When I say Chinese, what stereotypes come to mind? Kiam siap, hardworking, kiam siap, selfish, someone. Okay, let me explain. People always so sad. The Chinese always greedy, selfish, kiam siap. Actually, it's not entirely true. They are just business-minded. Let me explain with a story. So, I was driving on the highway the other day and I saw a bad accident. Someone had died there. In my car, I had a few friends. A Malay girl, she saw the dead body. She started crying. Ayo, so kesian orang mati. Indian friend, he very emotional, started crying. So sad, someone died. But my Chinese friend, he looked at the dead body and he was thinking, it's like, oh, luckily the person died here. Nearby is the Nirvana Memorial Crematorium. We can faster go and cremate. That's why Chinese people are very business-minded. They're not selfish, they're business-minded. They want to share the services with you guys as long as you pay. So, that's why I always say a Chinese man is the only man in the whole world who can look at a dead body and see a business opportunity. Yeah, so if you know you're going to die, make sure your Chinese friend is nearby. But if you have a Korean friend who has died, please don't send Korean to the crematorium. A Korean cannot go to crematorium. If you have a Korean friend and they pass away, please send them to the recycling center so they can reuse all the plastic. Any Koreans here? Okay. One more stereotype about the Chinese, one more small one also can. Small eyes, I think that's a very narrow view. I actually brought my Chinese friend to GSC last week and we're watching a movie. I said, Chok, you should ask GSC Cinema for 50% discount. He said, why? I said, because you only see half the movie. You see what I did there? You only saw half, isn't it? Alright, so let's put the Chinese people aside even though they're going to buy Malaysia. Let's talk about another race, the Malays. Let's talk about the Malays. We all like the Malays, right? Yeah. Now, some of you, I can see your faces, some of you are a bit apprehensive. Yo, can I make fun of the Malays in public? Can. This is KL, not Kelantan, okay? Nobody will rotan you. Yeah. So, when I say Malays in Malaysia, what stereotypes? Malas, lazy, pemalas. Okay, Malays are not lazy, they are stupid. You must use... If you want to insult someone, use the correct adjective. Otherwise, you might offend their feelings, you know. Now, my mother used to work in the government office and she always tell me stories about people in the government. She said, Ross, government office workers, fantastic, you know. All of them are working but nothing is being done. That's why I discovered Malay people in Malaysia only have perfected the art of appearing hardworking but accomplish nothing. Never challenge the Malay. If a Malay says, I tak boleh buat, don't challenge them. They tak boleh buat, really cannot. But you know, I find this interesting observation I made as a comedian. See, if you are pure Malay, father and mother play, you're pure Malay, you have a lot of negative stereotype, lazy, useless, not hardworking. But if you are Malay mixed with something else like Malay, Indian Muslim, or we call them Mamat, right? If you're a Mamat, for example, you have very positive stereotype if you're mixed Malay. From negative become positive. For example, Mamats are very business-minded. They open all the restaurant, Mama F&B. They're very hardworking, work 24 hours, and they are very, very rich because when you want to change currency, who is operating? All the Mama, right? They control all the foreign exchange. Mamats are very rich, they got a lot of money. Incidentally, we have a Mama here. Farida, you are Mama, right? But for some reason, KLPAC no money. I don't know why. Untapped potential, Sorry, tonight, last night I have to roast everybody. Okay, our last one. Let's talk about the Indians, our favorite race. First Indian stereotype. Gangster, very rude. Don't you say gangster? I find that very insulting because Indians are not just gangsters. We are also murderers, rapists, illiterate, steal aircon, drink alcohol. If you want to insult me, you insult me comprehensively. One more stereotype, one more about the Indians. Booze, they like to drink a lot of alcohol, right? Not everybody got one alcoholic Indian friend, right? Now, let me explain with a bit of an example. I'm an Indian son. My father has certain expectations of me. If I'm good in science, straight away, no questions asked, I become a doctor. If I'm good in mathematics, straight away, no questions asked, I become an engineer. If I'm good in drinking, straight away, no questions asked, I become a lawyer. That is why Indians are known for loving the bar council. Ladies